Hi everyone, this is Sakura from EG1. Today I want to talk about something I noticed after teaching speaking lessons to people who have already passed Eiken Grade 1. And honestly, this realization surprised me. Many learners assume once I pass Eiken Grade 1, I'll finally speak fluent English. But reality is often very different. I have met many intelligent, hardworking learners who passed Grade 1, yet still struggle to express themselves naturally. They hesitate, they simplify their ideas too much, or they feel frustrated because their speaking ability does not reflect the amount of effort they invested. And after observing many learners, I realized something important. Your speaking ability after passing Eiken Grade 1 is largely determined by how you studied before passing it. Today, I want to share 3 essential things that must be developed during your Eiken Grade 1 journey if you truly want to speak fluently afterward. And these are based on actual coaching experiences. Before we dive in, let's first discuss why this happens. Many Eiken learners become extremely good at memorizing, solving questions, and reading difficult articles, but not necessary at communicating. Passing an exam and speaking fluently are not identical skills. This discrepancy can be quite frustrating. You know sophisticated vocabulary, you understand complex arguments, yet when someone asks your opinion, you suddenly say, I think it's good, or this is bad. Very basic language. Why? Because speaking requires instant retrieval, not recognition. And this is where many learners encounter obstacles. So here's what you have to do. The first thing is strengthen your passive vocabulary while studying for Eiken Grade 1. This is probably the most underestimated factor. Many learners treat vocabulary books as a short-term exam strategy, something temporary, but actually, your vocabulary foundation will determine your future speaking level. If your vocabulary remains superficial, your speaking becomes repetitive. For example, instead of always saying important, you can say crucial, indispensable, or paramount. Instead of saying common, you can say prevalent. Instead of bad effect, you can say detrimental consequences. These are not unnecessary difficult words. These are practical, advanced expressions. In discussions, they allow you to sound more precise and accurate. But here's the issue. Many learners memorize words only for the exam and then forget them. This is unfortunate, because passive vocabulary is actually the raw material of fluent speaking. The larger your vocabulary reservoir, the easier it becomes to express nuanced opinions. My recommendation, while preparing for Eiken Grade 1, don't just memorize vocabulary, absorb it deeply, notice collocations, listen to pronunciation, say example sentences aloud, ask yourself, could I actually use this word in conversation? That simple shift changes everything. The second factor is increase your writing volume. And I mean your own writing. Not just reading sample answers, actually producing language. This matters tremendously. Why? Because writing is essentially slow motion speaking. When writing essays, you learn how to structure ideas, justify opinions, give examples, and anticipate counter-arguments. For instance, instead of saying I disagree, you can say this policy could inadvertently exacerbate social inequality. This sophistication comes from repeated output. In fact, I often notice that students who wrote many essays during Eiken preparation tend to improve their speaking faster after passing. Why? Because they already trained their brain to think in English. And let me be very clear. Reading English does not automatically make you a speaker. Output creates speakers. If you want fluent speaking later, start producing English now, even if your writing feels imperfect, especially if it feels imperfect. Now, this third point is absolutely essential, and many people overlook it. You must strengthen your listening ability. Honestly, I believe speaking ability is heavily dependent on listening ability. Think about it. If you cannot process speaking English quickly, how can you respond naturally? Conversation happens in real time. There is no pause button. There is no dictionary, no extra thinking time. Many advanced learners struggle because their listening speed is insufficient. Their brain is still translating, and that delay interrupts fluency. This is exactly why I strongly recommend intensive listening training during Eiken preparation, especially shadowing, overlapping, repeated listening, and retention exercises. These activities are not just for passing the exam. They train your brain to process English automatically, and automaticity is essential for fluency. During conversations, you are simultaneously listening, processing, organizing thoughts, and speaking. That cognitive load is enormous. If listening is weak, everything collapses. This is why many learners say, I can speak when I prepare in advance, but freeze during spontaneous conversations. That bottleneck is often listening. So if you want stronger speaking later, do not neglect listening now. Finally, you must intentionally create opportunities to speak, because fluency is a skill, not knowledge. Many grade 1 holders stay trapped in passive learning mode. They keep studying but rarely speak. And unfortunately, fluency does not emerge automatically. You need repetition. You need discomfort. You need awkward moments, discussion groups, speaking lessons, recording yourself, talking aloud, anything that forces output. And perfectionism, honestly, that often slows down advanced learners. You do not become fluent by waiting to sound perfect. You become fluent through imperfect repetition. So if you truly want to speak fluently after passing Eiken Grade 1, remember this. Your speaking level after passing is often shaped before you pass. During preparation, focus on these 4 things. Number 1, build a stronger passive vocabulary. Number 2, write more. Number 3, strengthen listening intensively. Number 4, create an environment where speaking becomes inevitable. Because passing grade 1 is not the finish line. It is actually the beginning. The real goal is communication. So let me ask you, which area do you think is currently holding back your speaking ability the most? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video.
英検1級対策の具体的な5つのステップに関しては、この動画の概要欄に5ステップオンラインセミナーというものを無料で公開しているので、英検1級対策頑張りたいかもと思った方は、まずぜひね、そちらをチェックしてみてください。で、英検1級対策、かなりお席が埋まってきているところです。で、第2回の10月の方のね、受験の枠もすでにお席が埋まってきているところなので、次こそ合格したい、もうすでに英検1級対策に何年も費やしてるよっていう方も、ぜひ概要欄のね、オンラインセミナーをまずは受け取ってみてください。